What's up, meatheads? Coach MANdler here, Team Swole Patrol. We're on day number 5, the last day of our 5-day complete training series. Just a quick recap on what we've done this far this week. On Monday, we did some speed work on the deadlift. Tuesday, we did some repetitive work on the bench and the rest of our upper body weak points. Wednesday, we did some metabolic conditioning, brick shithouse style, which will help increase our resting metabolic rates, improve recovery time, and help build up some of the weak points that show up and keep us from being able to lift big ass bar bending weights. Thursday is when we did the max effort work that is parlayed off of that speed work that we did on Monday. And now on Friday, we're starting it right back on dynamic work. So as you can tell, it basically rotates from dynamic, repetitive to max. And the only thing that's going to be changing is the different variation of the core lift we're going to do, the volume, as well as the percentage that we're going to lift on the dynamic and repetitive days, and the specific rep max we're going to do on max effort days. That being anywhere from a 5 rep max all the way down to the coup de grace of that 1 rep max that we always work up to as the fundamental foundational goal of each one of our 12 to 16 week cycles of training. Now, if you have any questions about specifically what I do in my particular training system, please don't be afraid to leave that question down below. I'm happy to help you with my particular system, or if you have any questions on how you can hone in on building your own particular systematized training model, I'm happy to help with that too. The one thing I will tell you is this though, when it comes to building your own programs, make something of a system, something that you can kind of lean on with the fundamental goals and the fundamental foundational beliefs and principles within that, so that you can have something that will replicate success. Okay? I don't think you should ever fall into the trap of just doing what you feel like that day. That is a shit plan, and shit plans get shit results. So the last thing I'm going to give you as far as tips go for helping to improve your programming and develop programs that will give you consistent, fast, and badass gains in size, strength, speed, and explosiveness is that you want to make sure whatever you do, you have a plan and a goal that reflects that plan. So just make sure that whatever you do, your training is reflecting the goals that you've set forth for yourself. Now, let's get to today's Flex Friday routine.
All right, so all week we've been talking about the importance of goal-specific training and how the goals you have set forth for yourself need to be reflected in the plan that you've put forth in your daily training regimen. So if our goal, our fundamental goal with our training is to be able to look and perform like a badass, there's multiple tiers of the training day that you have to hit. It starts right after the dynamic warm-up with some core activation work so that we're not experiencing any of the power leaks that would reduce our ability to lift at our true strength capacity, given the fact that maximal strength, speed, and explosiveness are part of our goals if we're trying to be able to not just look like a badass, but be able to lift and perform like one too. But these core activation sequences, they're also going to have a nice little aesthetic effect as long as you're not eating like an asshole and doing some either aerobic capacity or anaerobic capacity work that will help you shed some body fat. So we're not really going to do any loaded flexion work. I'm not a big fan of that. No sit-ups, crunches, leg lifts, or anything like that. Core activation work that you see there, that anti-core training, if you will, that helps stabilize the spine, is the route we're going to take. And that's multi-functional training, all right? You're getting performance and aesthetic gains out of that. Aesthetic, more, like I said, if you don't eat like an asshole, but nevertheless, you get the point. After that, we are doing some speed work. Like I said, we're kind of, going back to the start, doing some speed work on the bench, and matching that up with some jammers. If you're a boxer or any combat sports guy, those are a great tool to throw in either right before or with some bench work, just to improve your ability to kind of load up and power through that punching movement pattern. So that kind of ties into the performance gains, if you will. And after that, whenever, like I said earlier in the week, whenever we're doing dynamic work on our core movements, the assistance work that we do afterwards to increase the weak point strength of the muscles that act as the limiting factor, it's always going to be heavier work. So I'm doing heavy fat bar work here for overheads, and afterwards, just to increase time under tension, I'm doing some fat bar pull-ups and fat bar dips. Fat bar, the whole purpose of that is just to improve grip strength. You know, if you saw my deadlift fail the other day, it's not just my quad strength and hamstring and glute strength that was wrecking me. It was also my grip, which is kind of embarrassing for me to say because I used to be in strongman, and every strongman needs to have a gorilla grip. So getting back to doing more fat grip work, more farmer's walk, pinch grip work that you see we do at the tail end of that core activation sequence with that single arm pinch grip farmer's walk. But nevertheless, continuing the whole theme of working on weak points. If you take anything from this week, it should be two main things. Work on weak points so that they don't hamstring you when it comes time to lift big weights, and constantly vary your training with the volume, the variations that you lift with, and ultimately those new demands that you force your body to adapt to will lead to more of the gains that you're looking for in the strength, speed, explosiveness, and the aesthetic muscle building realm as well.
Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's Flex Friday routine. If you do want to learn more about my particular method of training, the kind of conjugate bodybuilding system that allows you to increase your strength and explosiveness but match it up with the same gains you could expect from a traditional old school bodybuilding format, then do yourself a favor right now and pick up your free copy of the muscle building blueprint that I put together for you by clicking on this button right here, or if you're on your cell phone or tablet, simply go down to the description area right now and click on the first link that you see. When you do that, I'll take you to that free gift page, which outlines everything that comes with this free gift, as well as how it's going to improve your ability to put together programs that help you increase your performance as well as your muscularity, okay? At the end of the day, on this channel, it's all about being able to look and perform like an absolute ass-kicking machine, and this is exactly what's going to help you build programs that lean towards that goal. So if that's what you want to do, then simply all you got to do right now is click here or click down there, and I'll give you a heads up on what will give you the results that you're looking for. Also, if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your friends, because this is the season where sharing is caring, and you should always share the gift of swole. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler out.